Damn, dude!
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
What up, everybody? What is good? Welcome to the Damn Dude podcast.
Damn, dude.
This is a show where we have the conversations that need to be had in a way that'll make you think and say, damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
This show exists to help educate, entertain, and make an impact on the different life perspectives and contexts that we have. Because I truly believe that the more access we have to different contexts and perspectives, the easier and doper life is to navigate through and get through. Because we can basically let other people do the fucking learning for us, take the fucking shit we need, and boom, keep moving. You know what I'm saying? And it helps us have more understanding. And when we have more understanding, we have more peace, and we got more love, and we got more people who are just fucking chill. So, you dig? And we know, you know what I'm saying? With more understanding, it's like we know how to work hard. We know when to chill. We know how to do all these things. The more you understand, the easier it is to fucking do all this shit. You know what I mean? So, this is season 2, episode 86. And I understand that this might sound like a podcast, but this ain't no podcast. This is the realest motherfucking shit on the internet, and it's for the fucking history books, and it's for my future generations, and whoever else happens to fucking get anything from this. So, welcome to the show. I'm your host, California Cal. Not one of those Californians. I'm one of the cool Californians left in this here fucking state, And my pronouns are, sup, motherfucker? And, yeah. So welcome, you guys. Welcome. That was a little bit of a long intro. So appreciate you guys tuning in. We got some good shit for you guys. You know, we always keep it real. We always keep it a little funny. Kind of like walk this fine line of like very controversial, but very logical at the same time. I realize that's kind of like a big way that the show goes. Like, yeah, it's just a trip, and the range of people who listen to it's very interesting. It's like I would love, like, one day I'm gonna have like a Damn Dude podcast fest or something where, like, I don't know, or go on a tour or something. I don't know if we have enough listeners. I don't know, but basically we just fucking go around and like we have a big Damn Dude podcast party or some shit like that where all the people get to meet each other, the listeners get to meet each other or something like that. Because one thing that's trippy is all the listeners that I know personally of this show are all like relatively different from each other and like are from different walks of life and have different backgrounds and different experiences and different ethnicities. And what's interesting about this is like this podcast is a safe place to meet in the middle and to have some understanding to where it's like we take common sense and shit that's like woo-woo and shit that's out there and shit that's even political or this or that. We fucking boil it the fuck down and figure out what the hell it means. Because I've realized that, dude, I keep forgetting and remembering that I've had a hard reset in my life. Like, my life got the reset button hard. Like, let's say you're playing Super Nintendo and you're fucking up to like level whatever the fuck, you're on like a whole different stage, whole different level. You're playing fucking Mario or fucking Zelda or some shit. I never really played Zelda, but one of those games where it's like you gotta keep fucking going, you know what I mean? And like you put in so much time and effort to get to your spot, and then somebody just bam hits the reset button, somebody kicks the cord out, some shit like that, right? It's like you got bankrupted for all your Sonic coins. Like, whatever your perspective is on that, right? I guess that kind of like dates myself as a 90s kid for sure. But I keep forgetting and I keep remembering, oh yeah, like my life has like completely hit a hard reset. Like almost every dynamic of family and friendship has changed for me so dramatically in the past several years. And like what it means, and I don't know, man. It's like I can see how like when I look at other people my age and I start doing the like comparison thing, when I'm not trying to, I'm just like, damn, how's this person afford to do that? Or how's this person able to do this? Or how are they able to go there? How do they have the time to go here, or the freedom to go here, the money? How do they have the time and money to go here? And all these different things, right? And it makes me start thinking, and I realize this is a byproduct of like looking at Instagram and taking people's shit off Instagram and thinking that it's completely real and it's really that glamorous or dope, right? And I don't really fall into this much, but like there's little times where I just catch myself questioning, and I'm not really like, and I'm not jealous. I'm more just like, how the fuck, like, how do you do this? I want to do that. Like, how do I level up? How do I do this, that, whatever it is, right? And I'm just like, and it makes me think sometimes, like, what's wrong with me? Like, why am I such a failure? And I start thinking those things, and I'm like, and then I was thinking this thought, it's like, I have nothing to show for myself in terms of business. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all the money I've ever earned, it gets burned throughout my slow season. And being that that's the case, I'm like, I don't, like, I have not been able to just keep stacking. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it kind of puts me in this loop where it's like I grind out as much work as I can by myself. And that's what I'm really realizing is like, I need to start taking on some help. I need employees. I need to start really taking things to the next level and establishing things correctly so I can move forward and like travel and have money and send my kids to good schools and like do all these things like that, right? And like give the best to whoever I'm involved with, whoever I love, whoever needs to be taken care of, whoever's been there for me in life, like all of that. I want to be able to really help out and like not necessarily help out so much, but I want to help people out by being an inspiration to people. Like, yeah, handing money to people's cool and it helps here and there, but it doesn't actually change anything. So like, I would rather like live a life that's of a dope ass example where I create legacy. And it's like, dude, like how Calvin lived his life makes me want to be a better person. Like, that's what I want to leave behind when I'm here. It's like, damn, like what he was able to get through, what he was able to accomplish, whatever, like, that's what, like, damn, that's my baseline. I want to be able to fucking take off and go from there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I keep doing the work, my parents keep doing the work, my family keeps doing the work, we keep doing the work to be better people and to keep expanding our consciousness and our understandings in life, then like we get to just keep leveling up. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I look at it and I'm like, I catch myself in this loop of like, fuck, man, I got nothing to show for myself. At the same time, that's so not true because what I have to show for myself is worth more than money as far as what I've created in business. Because what I've been able to, if I were to look at anything and if somebody were to say, what have you been doing for the last 13 years? I've been in business for 13 years pretty much this month. Or this is like when I came up with the idea with my mom in the very first place was 13 years ago around this time. So I'm like, okay, what do I have to show for myself? And it's like, I don't really fucking own any, like, yeah, I got my cars and some motorcycles and whatever and some shit like that, but like, I don't own any property. I don't fucking own anything of significance. You know what I mean? Like if I died, like all my shit gets hashed out pretty fucking easily. Half the people won't even want half my shit. But the thing is like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, I need to really answer this question for myself and whoa, the mic is way up. Sorry guys. I knew something was weird. That's what it was. Sorry. My kiddo messed with the controls. Okay. I hope that's not like just fucking blaring out of your speakers. Damn. I looked at that too. I didn't even register that was off a bit. Anyway, so I'm looking around at like, okay, what do I have to show for myself? And what I have to show for myself is kids' lives have been saved and adults and even seniors, like older people's lives have been lifted. And like for older folks, I've been able to help them overcome lifelong fears. That's so gratifying to like help an adult who's been scared of something their whole life overcome a fucking fear. Like that shit's amazing to me. And then all the babies who they've been able to save their own lives based off of what I've taught them. Dude, it's amazing to me. And it just keeps going. And it's like, it's the dopest thing ever to me. And That's what I have to show for myself, is like these kids being alive and these families having peace of mind. And I'm like, okay, that's worth more than money. At the same time, I do need some fucking money to like maintain and live, right? So I don't believe that there's anything wrong with charging for my skills. I also don't mind trading for my skills. If you have something to offer me that you want to trade me, that you want to have your kid taught, you can't afford my lessons, you want somebody who, somebody in your family's kid taught, whatever, I'm open to trade. What skills do you have? What can you offer me? What can we, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about the monetary equality. I care about the feeling that it gives. And that's one thing I fucking love, bartering and trading shit. If you've never done that, try it. Especially if it's something that has to do with your own skill set. Like if you can do something, if you know how to work with your hands, if you know how to create something, if you know how to if you have skills in your hands and your muscle memory, go and trade somebody something for that work, for your services, for your craft, for your skill set. And just look at how rewarding it feels. You'll remember that for the rest of your life. You're not going to really remember. Well, I mean, you may be, but you probably will, I should say, because it's just so good feeling. You know what I mean? Like, it feels so good for somebody to be like, here's my skills. Here's your skills. Wow, this is dope. Like, this is equal. This is fair, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I remember I've traded swim lessons for, like, custom signage before, like metal printed signs and banners and all this stuff. And I was just like, and I remember I traded this dude, and he's cool as fuck. He's like local entrepreneur. I don't know if he's still in business or not, actually. But anyways, we traded. He was like, dude, can you teach my kids to swim? I'll give you all the signage. This is how much my signage is worth, blah, blah, blah. But it's more so, I want to offer you something that's going to help your business out. And at the same time, you helping my kids helps my business out, because it just makes me feel that they're safe when they go out swimming. They go to the beach. We're always going camping, going to the lakes, da-da-da. Dude's like super adventurous dude, an outdoorsy type of guy. And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. So like, I remember that. It wasn't about the money and how much it was worth. Like, that was a small piece of it. It's like, okay, this is of equal value, you know? It's not like I'm fucking just like picked up a leaf outside and fucking drew your name on it and said, here you go. You know, it's like, there's actually work and time and customization, all this stuff put into it. So it made it worth it. So I'm like, dude, all right, trading and bartering, that's the way to go. I really believe that that's like the dopest shit ever. And like, for me, I've been able to go and teach babies or not even babies, but like little kids to swim out in the jungle in Peru. Literally, these little kids you have to take a boat that's like 3 hours at this particular place when I went. And, maybe like an hour or two. It's like an hour to 3 hour boat ride from the city of Iquitos in Peru. So you hop on a boat and you're just brapping down the fucking Amazon River. And then you get to this other little island that's off the river. And it's Manacamiri Island. And actually, if you look behind me, if you ever actually get to see these videos, you guys, I know I'm not posting them, but the tribe was called Kukama, and Manacamiri is the island. And I got to trade. Dude, it was dope. There's a few, I'm just remembering a whole bunch of things, actually. There was an instance where I fucking traded, I had some kind of like fancy glasses with like gold trim on them or something. And I traded those for like some bracelets and necklaces that these tribes people made with like gems and all these like, they're like all handmade stuff. And like, so there's somebody out in the jungle with like some like Louis Vuitton looking glasses that are all fancy and shit. I traded a bunch of different things. I think I traded some like cologne and some other shit. And we were just trading. It was cool. We didn't speak each other's language. These guys didn't even speak Spanish. They spoke whatever their tribe was, you know? So it was like some sort of Incan dialect. And it was just the coolest thing ever, right? And then at the same time, I got to go teach these kids to swim in the spider-infested lake, which was completely brown, and I was terrified to swim in. But fortunately, the homegirl that I met there, Kenna, what up, Kenna? I don't think you listen to the show, but what up? She was like, yeah, it's cool, just jump in, you know, it's all good. But I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I had her jump in first. I was like, dude, I'm fucking terrified. Like, and so after seeing that and then seeing these kids jump in, I'm like, all right, let's go. So I jump in. But then I got to teach these kids to swim, and at the same time, like the parents and all this, they're feeding me the whole time. They're teaching me the songs, they're teaching me the rituals, where they're working with me through different ayahuasca ceremonies and through different ceremonies and through different healings and all this stuff. Beautiful people out there, I guess I should say. And I got to teach their kids to swim, and it was the coolest shit ever. We didn't even have to speak the same language, but like when you can really give something that's like really of value, you know, it's of a skill set. Like, for example, we have a listener, Jimmy. What up, homie? He builds cabinets, and like it looks like he's doing like custom cabinet work and all this shit. I don't know exactly, but it's fucking dope. Like, let's say you take that skill set, Jimmy. I know you'll listen to this episode at some point, and you go and trade that for whatever the fuck. Somebody to fix your car, somebody to give you whatever, it's to make you food for a month, somebody to whatever, right? I don't know. You can get creative. But it's like you trade that skill set for something you may have already. And it's like you do that, you trade what you're good at and you have fun doing it. Dude, like when you trade for that, it's unforgettable and everybody feels like they're winning. That's the thing, is like before I ever trade anything, I just make it very clear. I'm like, look, if we're going to trade anything, I just want us both to feel like we're ripping each other off. I want to feel like I'm winning so good, and I want you to feel like you're winning so good in this trade that it almost seems unfair. But I want us both to equally feel that way. And people are like, okay, cool, because I feel like I'm ripping you off by giving you this because this, and this is up with this, and this, and then people start like telling you the truth, and they get open and they get more lively. So that's one thing I'll usually try and do, is I'll establish that if I'm ever going to trade anything or barter or however you want to call it, I'm like, okay, we both need to feel like we're fucking winning, and we both need to feel like we're getting one over on each other, even though we're not. Here's everything you need to know about this. Here's how long it'll take. Here's what it's, whatever. Here's what's wrong with it. Here's the potential, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Everything's out on the table. Cool. You know, and then it's just as easy as, I'm good. You know, it's like, I really do need to pay for this or whatever. That's fine too. But like when you can trade one of your skills for something, or you can donate your skills to something, it just feels so fucking good, dude. Like it really is crazy. So I'm like, dude, when I look at, I realized I'm gonna tell you guys about how my speech went too. That shit was pretty cool. That's what I'll get into that in just a minute. For those of you guys who remember in the last episode, I said I had to give a speech. Yeah, I had a good freak out or two, dude. Anyway, I killed that shit, but, so I'm looking at myself and my life, and I'm like, damn, I'm feeling like a failure because I'm like, I feel like I'm in the position of like a fucking 22-year-old kid. Like I just moved out or something, and I'm like, oh shit, how do I pay rent? How do I do this? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, damn, this real world is scary. I gotta cook for myself. I gotta clean this. It's like, no, I've been knowing that all for a while now, right? But it's like, I just feel like I'm back in that place, like mentally and financially. But then I'm like, okay, hold on a minute. This is a great thing. To be able to be, I think I'm 36, to be able to be 36 years old, and then to be like, dude, I really feel like I'm fucking lost 22-year-old. I'm like, yo, hold on a minute. That's dope as fuck. Because not many people this age get to like go back and be there mentally, in a sense, with the information that we have now. So I'm like, okay, how can I take advantage of this and really be a good person with the skills that I have and the experiences that I have? So I'm looking and I'm like, fuck, dude, okay. A lot of the uncertainty in my life, it's because money. Like, for 13 years now, I have not had a steady paycheck. I do not know what I'm going to make every fucking paycheck. And it's like, during the summertime, I can have an idea, and like weekly, I can kind of have an idea. But when weather gets weird, or like this year, there was more shit wrong than ever with the pool that I teach at. And that caused a lot of like weeks off here, weeks off here, weeks off here, weeks off here. And we start doing that, people just get all thrown off, and like it's bad for business, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm realizing what this feeling is, why I'm feeling like a fucking 20-something-year-old, and all this is because like the reality of how much I have to make payments to shit every month is really hitting me again. And I'm like, oh shit, like what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Sort of thing. And then at the same time, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's get fucking creative. Let's go all in. Let's fucking mob this shit. Let's roll, homie. Like, you know what I mean? So not having a steady paycheck for 13 years causes a lot of uncertainty in somebody. And like I said, I haven't been able to financially outgrow myself. To where I can find this place of like steadiness. Like if I was single and I didn't have a fucking kids and all this extra shit to pay for, I would be living pretty fucking fat. But because that's the case, like I gotta like like step it up to where my average is including all my my baseline includes all my kids and my people. And then I'm going above and beyond and making more than that, because for the baseline for living by myself, I was able to thrive. So now my baseline for living with family and kids and all this extra shit that I got, that needs to be my baseline. My baseline needs to come up another level and then expand from there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm realizing like, dude, like having this sort of longevity in business, it's a whole different kind of struggle that most people will never really relate to or understand. Like most people would freak the fuck out if they were told, well, we don't know how much you're going to make at the end of the week. And you're like, but what if I'm doing too much work? This and that. What if I'm not doing enough work? And like, I've been living with that for 13 years, right? Like, it's crazy. I'm grateful for it because it's freedom, but at the same time, freedom is fucking scary. Most people cannot handle freedom. And it's like when you have the freedom to get paid or not get paid, and it's all dictated on you and your responsibility and how much work you've done or not done or whatever, it is a whole nother level of responsibility and like struggle that comes with it. You know what I mean? Like, yes, I get the freedom, but at the same time, the mental shit that comes with it is crazy as fuck, dude, especially when you didn't do enough. So that's where I'm like, fuck, dude, I didn't do enough this year to get through my winter time, but I still have the chance and the opportunity to like still go hard and still make something happen. I just have to do it. I'm just being a fucking punk ass about so much shit right now in my life. And I'm seeing all my loose ends. I gotta get everything tied up, dude. And it's like, I keep judging myself about it at random times. And I'm like, okay, I have to keep in mind my life did hit this hard fucking reset. My whole family, my whole career, my whole everything just blew up in my face, especially with the lockdowns, fucking my parents splitting, my own family splitting, a whole bunch of people around me splitting. I know more people that have died in these past like 2.5, 3 years, just fucking mysteriously pretty much too. I mean, mysteriously, quotes, right? Than like ever. And I've known a lot of people who've passed away, right? Well, maybe not. I don't know more people that have passed away these last couple of years than my entire life, but it's close. And with that being said, it's like, dude, at some point I have to understand. See, I don't know. Life comes in ups and downs and shit. And at the same time, I'm like, dude, okay, I gotta understand shit's gonna keep happening, and I gotta set enough structure in my life to where, like, when shit falls apart, when people die, when shit blows up, when shit locks down, I'm fucking set and I'm good and I can relax in those. Well, not relax, like I can still be making forward progress during the times of shit getting locked down or shut down or fucking whatever, right? Or turmoil happening in life. Like I can still get through it because I've set enough structure in my life to be able to allow that to happen. So that's where I'm really at right now, is like, dude, okay, I'm realizing like I have retracted in a lot in terms of life, socially, majorly, business, majorly. I've just retracted so much. And most people, when they retract, especially when you start approaching fucking like your mid 30s, 40s, 50s, like you're not going to go back out on the skinny branches again. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to fucking take the big jump anymore. You're going to take much more like cautious ones. And that's where I'm like, no, I'm going to come back and I'm still going to take the jump. I'm just going to do it more calculated and a little bit more smarter. I'm not afraid to come back out of my shell. I'm not afraid to come back out of my cave. And I'm not afraid to fucking try whatever the fuck again and take whatever chances, because life is too short. Life is too precious. And there's just too much opportunity for when we believe in something, we can really have that and create it And I just have to keep believing that I can and I'm capable of believing more and bigger things that I dream of and want in life because I fucking said so. And we can all do that. You dig? So I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to be right back.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
What up, everybody? What is good? Welcome, Bicycle. Farmer Fred is out this week. He's got some best friends, pig farmers, best friends, uncles, cousins, pig fucking best friends, uncles convention to attend today. So he sends his regards. And so what ties directly into what we were just talking about is sometimes certain people will do or say certain things that just stick with you and make you a better person. And you just kind of like go over it like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? And just tripping out, right? Like, it's weird. The shit that people can leave you with. My grandpa passing was a trip. That his passing and the things people had to say about him was so beautiful. And the life that he lived was so beautiful and inspiring that it really leaves an impression on all of us who knew him. Because his impact was so big and his drive was so big and his belief was so big and what he accomplished was so big and the life he lived was so big. All the things he owned was so big that it inspires other people just from him living. You don't even have to say anything. Just him doing what the fuck he does is inspiring to people, right? So I noticed there's one thing, like when people who come from another country and they come from the struggle and they were like, I'm coming to the land of opportunity. I'm coming to the United States of America because it's the land of opportunity and I'm going to grow and learn and I'm going to fucking build. I'm going to live the American dream. Now, I feel like there's two types of the American dream. I feel like there's the American dream, which is the real American dream where you... in this country is the land of opportunity and you can create and build and make and do whatever the fuck you want within reason. And we are free to all do that. And we all have that right. And we all have that luxury in this country to be able to do that. It doesn't matter what color, how much oppression you fucking have, no matter what religion you are, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter your disabilities. It doesn't matter your strengths, your weaknesses, whatever. We all have the same opportunity to build something here. You are allowed to. To what degree you're going to build it, it's all on you. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to do that or not, it's all on you. It's all on the individual, of course. The country's not going to do it for you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe for some people, like you join the military, you get a government job, whatever. Okay, in that sense, sure, but that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is they're not going to build the American dream. They're not going to hand you a business that makes millions of dollars and gives you plenty of freedom and time and all this shit. They're not going to give it to you. You have to work for it. You have to earn it. So I realized, like, dude, there's kind of two categories of the American dream. One is that you come here, you do whatever the fuck you want. You can be an entrepreneur. You can go work for a whatever company. You can go fucking work for a tech company. You can go work for a automotive company. You can go work for fucking housing. You can go work for construction. You can go work for whatever the fuck you want, right? You're free to get whatever fuck type of job you like, or at least try, or create your own. Then there's the other type of the American dream, I believe, which is not necessarily the American dream, but it's the dream of the American dream, which is this whole idea of the white picket fence and the 2.5 house, bedroom house and kids and whatever the fuck how it goes, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. Like that white picket fence, this and that, oh, hello, Kelly, oh, sure. And then, he's smiling with a fake little wave, Brady Bunch type shit. Like, that's the, like, fake American dream. That's what a lot of people buy into, and they think once they got that, oh, everything's all good, and you just fucking do nothing for the rest of your life except maintain just that. Then, on the other half, back to the other side of it, it's like there's people who are like, that's not good enough. Like, that's cool. If you're truly happy, cool. Because we're here, you have the freedom to fucking do that. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, some people want more. Some people don't give a fuck. Some people don't want more and act like they. Some people want more but act like they don't give a fuck because they're too afraid to chase it. That's probably kind of me. I feel like I catch myself being like that at times. At the same time, I go after what I want and I create a life that I love, and I have done that. So what happened was the other day in my business meeting, I had to give a speech, as I was telling you guys on last episode, and I fucking killed it, to be honest. I had a huge major freak out before I left my house. I got all completely dressed, put on my clothes. I fucking completely sweat through my shirt. I had to take my shirt off, change my t-shirt. I even changed my overshirt just because I was like, yeah, I feel uncomfortable about this. So I changed in a different kind of shirt, something lighter, the short sleeve shirt. And I was just like, all right, man, like, fuck it. So I didn't practice as much as I wanted to, but I should say I did practice enough because I hit on the points that I wanted to. And that was kind of my main objective, was like, when I create a speech and like I know I have to talk to an audience, which I've done a good number of times, and my thing that I like to do is to be able to speak in a way where it paints the picture of what I'm trying to say. But as I'm painting the picture of what I'm trying to say, is there's pieces in my story that are meant to capture different types of audience. So it's like, as I'm painting this picture of who I am in my life, because I was kind of like for my speech, I could say whatever I want. It's basically supposed to be like a big commercial about who you are, right? And for me, what I've learned is that people more remember a story than they do just like facts or information about stuff. So I did my best to tie all my facts into my stories. And because there's people who just remember facts, and then there's other people, and then I feel like most of the people are going to remember the stories, and then the people who are very factual and what's that word? Analytical, they're going to take the facts from it and then kind of like times it by the story and do this whole thing. But like, my point is that like, as I tell the story, I want the whole picture to fucking hit different people along the way. So it's like the whole speech isn't for everybody. It's like the whole speech, pieces of it are for different people. So it can capture people at different parts. There's people who resonate with me talking about the sob part of my story, or like the struggle part of my story. Then there's people who resonate with like the overcoming part of my story. Then there's people who resonate with like the, oh, I get that, or I know how that goes part of my story. Then there's the people who resonate with like the adventure part of my story, the like breaking bones and riding motorcycles and disobeying my doctor. And then there's people who listen for that and they're like, wow, this guy doesn't listen to his doctor, he's a maniac, blah, blah, blah. And then, so it's like, I want each piece to just touch somebody a little bit differently. So that was kind of what I was trying to do, was like paint a picture to where everybody's looking at it and they're going to kind of say something different, but it all says the same thing. Like everybody's going to say something a little bit different about the same thing. I might just be overthinking shit here. That's just probably called listening, but this is what I'm thinking as I'm going through this process, right? So I'm like, I'm going through my speech and I'm hitting all the points, dude. I'm pretty sure I hit almost all the points I wanted to make. Maybe a handful I didn't, but I hit all the important stuff. And then it's like people are going to resonate with the fact that I was a troublemaker growing up. People are going to resonate with the fact that I have kids. People are going to resonate, or at least talk about, wow, you have a 17 and a 3-year-old? Wow, you don't even look old enough to have, you know what I'm saying? The whole thing. So I realize my life is pretty interesting to good degrees. At the same time, I'm not anybody special. You know what I'm saying? I just do what I do, and I'm just happen to be a little bit more stubborn and have a little bit more belief in myself, I guess, than the average Joe. Because even though I like might keep failing or I keep just barely grazing by, I keep fucking going and I keep believing that something bigger is going to happen and I have this bigger vision and all this extra stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm still down to be creative and playing my creativity. And I'm thinking of that, like, where can I live? Where can I go? What type of things can I do? What sort of fun can I create? What sort of experiences can I have? What sort of life can I live? All of this shit, right? So I say all that because not only with my grandpa's passing, it has me thinking all this. There's another man in my business group named Fred, and Fred is a badass motherfucker, dude. He owns Unicorn Jewelry in Rancho Bernardo. Badass motherfucker. If you guys need jewelry, holler at Fred. Tell him Calvin from Le Tip Business Group sent you. Fred from Unicorn Jewelry. He's, dude, amazing individual. This human, he is a beautiful human being. But you know, it's like, I don't want to tell his whole story, but it's like he came from Iran and he had a crazy fucking life and he built the American dream for himself here. The beautiful big kind, not the like small dream of a dream kind. And after the speech, and it's like after I gave my speech, he told me and one of the other younger guys, like, you guys, I like you guys. You guys are the American dream. And I was like, what the fuck? Because at my grandpa's funeral, that was one thing I had said. I was like, dude, my grandpa came here and he was the example of the American dream. And he allows us to have that and do that and all of that. So as I'm like, I was like, Fred, I was like, yo, I was like, thank you, man. I was like, can I talk to you real quick? And he was just like, yeah, what's up, man? So I go to like, I was like, here, I'll come over there. So, because we were sitting on opposite ends of the table and they're like spread out long, right? So I had to go walk all the way around. We get intercepted by all these people. Anyway, he was just telling me, and I know I'm leaving some parts out, but he was like, I was telling him the story about my grandpa and how that was the case. And I was like, dude, and I was like, Fred, like your story resonates with me so much because without, you know, how you got here and why you're here and what you believe and what you see, that was the same thing my grandpa had, you know? And it's like, I try and do my best to honor that and not like squander that and throw it away, you know? Because like so many of us I'm third generation American, no, second? I'm second. Yeah, I'm second generation American. My dad being first, and then my grandpa coming here in the first place. Is that how that works? My grandpa came here, and then my dad was born here, and then I was born here. So that makes me second generation American, I think. I mean, even though my grandpa's an American, he came from China. I don't know how that works. But anyways, I'm either second or third. Which is weird when you look at me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you're second generation Chinese American? Like, that's weird. You know, I'm very not Chinese looking. But anyway, he's telling me after I said that, he's looking at me with tears in his eyes because I know that what I'm saying to him is like resonating with him so deep. And he's just like, and I got tears in my eyes too, because he looks at me back and he's like, you're a friend of mine. You have a friend in me. He's like, and you have the eye of the tiger. You care about people. You are the American dream, my friend. You always have a friend in me, and I believe in you, and I'm proud of you, or something like that. And I was just like, what?
Damn, dude.
And he's telling me this with tears in his eyes, and he's not old, but he's older, and you know, he could be my dad type age, and he's telling me this with tears in his eyes, just looking me in the eye. I'm just like, fuck, man, just shaking my hand. I was just like, dude, I gave him a hug. I was like, Fred, like, much love, man. Like, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, dude. Like, and it just hit me. I was like, wow, like, there was one thing people commented on after my speech was my passion for what I do. And then just like, wow, man, like, that was crazy. Like, you've had a crazy ass life. And I'm like, damn, I guess I have. People only heard part of it. Like, they hadn't even heard the rest of the shit. That was just like the shit that I'm able to quickly share publicly in front of a bunch of business people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you guys really want to get into my story, come check out the fucking podcast and go all the way through season 1 and peep the shit I've gone through since then. From fucking being homeless to having my kids taken to having all this extra shit, getting my kids back, this and that. And yo, it's crazy as fuck, dude. It's really crazy as fuck. But I'm here to fucking embrace the struggle, just jump all in and just go. I don't want to keep struggling, but it's like I'm down to push through it because sometimes we just got to do what it takes in life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we have to work hard, and that's one thing our future generations are losing and missing is that work hard ethic, that old school, grind it out, get your hands dirty, fucking keep pushing. It's like I used to always tell my oldest son, Nate, like, okay, you can try and do push-ups. It's like, I would be like, all right, let's do some push-ups. And he'd be like, and I'm like, no, You're not actually trying. He's like, yes, I am. I'm like, no, you're trying to try. You're not actually trying. And I'm like, you're engaging your muscles with your brain. You're not actually engaging your muscles with your muscles. You know, it's like, let your arms do the work, not your brain do the work. And then once he did that, he let in. He's like, oh, he starts doing a bunch of push-ups. I'm like, that was just something we were able to distinguish. But it's like, I see a lot of people live in this, like, I'm trying to try sort of world. And they think that it's trying, but that's only like a fraction of the effort that a human could actually be able to put forth. And I catch myself in this in terms of my work ethic and my business grind lately. I'm just like so in this bitch made level of like handling my shit, and I know it, and I'm like not fucking do anything better about it. And I just, you know what I'm saying? It's killing me. So it's like, I got to call myself out, put myself on blast so I can get better, so I can do better, so I can have more, provide more, experience more, and just live a better life. Because what's weird is the more I get paid, the more people get helped. And the more people get helped, the more I get paid, which is like interesting, you know? So I'm like, damn, there's nothing wrong with me getting paid. If I get paid a lot of money, that means a lot of people are getting helped.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
So it's like, I'm really trying to put that hat on and let that be my idea of business and phone calls and emails and responding to shit I don't want to do and going to meetings I don't want to, or this or that or whatever. And I'm not saying, the meetings I go to for my business, I love going to those, by the way. But like, you know, just other random shit. So that's one thing that hit me. I'm like, dude, I care about people. I was told I got the eye of the tiger from somebody who's a fucking immigrant and come and worked hard to get to this fucking country and to like really make a name for themselves. He told me I care about people, and he saw that I have the eye of the tiger when I'm looking up to him like, yo, you are the fucking like the emerald tiger, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You're the fucking OG, the fucking grand master of the tigers, you know? And it's one of those things that's inspiring, you know? It stays with me. It's not even motivating. It's like, it's inspiring. And I'm like, I just need to be around more of that energy. I'm like, all right, how can I kick it with you? How can I kick it? And it's funny because last time at my last business meeting, his son's in the group too, and I was chopping up with him. We hella vibe, and it's hella cool. And I'm like, dude, I need to surround myself with like more of this. Like, I need to learn how to help people. I need to learn how to make money. I need to know how to learn how to make a lot of money and just keep helping people and keep having fun. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to just go to fucking Hawaii when I say so. I don't want to have to fucking wait to save up. I want to just go. I've been missing Hawaii so much, and I love that place so much. It's like my grandpa's from there. Like, dude, my great grandma originally had moved there. It's fucking home for me in a major way, and I've been missing it. I've been smelling it. I've been feeling it just so much lately. I've been talking about it, and I'm like, dude, I want to live there again. But I want to have it in a way where I have as much financial freedom to be able to just go back and forth whenever I want, however I want. Send my kids back and forth as often or frequent as I want. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want. So, yeah, man. I really am like believing in myself again because I've really gotten stale in my business and my belief in myself. And I've gone so recluse that when you stay in the dark long enough, you forget all the light that you can shine and you have, you know? So I encourage all of us to do that. I got to do this, and I got to like walk the walk. I keep talking the talk. Yes, I've walked the walk. I'm not going to give up. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to keep going. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm going to keep going. But, pancake syrup and butter. Man, the way I smoke weed is like death of a genius. Turn around, reappear, rise like the phoenix. This is not a remix, Nino Felix. Put it in a capsule, seal it, deal it. How you want it, Nikki, baby? 4 times 5. A quarter ounce of weed and some cherry pop pies. I'm a tiger you can trust. Oh no. I'll lie if you want, but I'm a tiger you can trust, cause I'm on film in my Wu-Tang boots and my khaki suits. I fucked it up. And my blue Kangol. Anyways, sorry guys. Sometimes I just hear lyrics and I just fucking have to go off on it. That was Andre Nicotino. I don't even remember what song that is, but it's a fucking sick ass song. Yo, you guys, it's been real. Like I said, I know this might sound like a podcast. You might have to go to your podcast app to access this, But you know what? This is not a podcast. This is reality, motherfuckers. This is the realest shit we need to fucking talk about, discuss, think about, keep real, keep it open, keep moving forwards, keep helping each other, keep living better and better and better, better and better and better fucking lives, keep getting 1% better every motherfucking day because we fucking can. If not, you're dishonoring your parents, your God, your whoever the fuck, whatever the fuck you believe in, because we really have to fucking be the best versions of ourselves, because why the fuck not? I love you guys. Hope you guys have a beautiful day. Oh shit, I gotta get ready for work. I am lagging. That's my new Will Smith movie. I Am Lagging. The sequel to I Am Legend. And the last one's a PS2. And it's gonna be me and you.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Yo, I love you guys. Please be sure to go like. Oh, I don't even know how you like it, but go subscribe. Apple, iTunes, subscribe, or anywhere and subscribe. Wherever you listen to your podcast, subscribe. It helps us a lot. Leave us a 5-star written review on Apple Podcasts if you can. Those are the ones I can see. People have said they've left me reviews on other things, but I don't know how to find them or see them. It's kind of weird. Anyways, yeah, please go do that. Please be sure to tell somebody, share it on your social media, share whatever, because it helps us grow and it helps more people gain all these context perspectives and hear all the cool shit that you guys got to hear. If you got any value out of this, if not, throw the shit in the trash, stomp your phone out, flush it down the toilet, because just throw a huge tantrum. Just yo, if you don't like the show, if you didn't like this episode, just go have a huge tantrum, throw your phone at the wall, step on it a few times, think about what you did, and then when you get a new phone, come back, listen to this episode, listen to the show, and I hope you don't do that again. So, I love you guys. Please be sure to tell your best friend, to tell your best friends, cousins, uncles, best friends, pig farming, best friends, brothers, uncles, teammate, tag team wrestler, wrestling, CIF, state champ, mini golf champion of the world about the Damn Dude podcast. I love you guys. Please be sure to have a nice day. Have a beautiful day. Much love. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Much love. Peace.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.